Надо было там улучшить порушки всякие, да? Разбирать хламинушку. А обычный крупнокалиберный нахер, ножницы. Что за значок? Окей. Охотничья ветровка. Ставим пока. Одну оставим. Ожог нет. Окей. Пить. А?
Стримишь?
Ага. Отлично. Я вот не посмотрел винтовку. Угу. Угу. Ой. Так. Старая. У них у всех есть нормально. Большая 30. 36 большая. Вот. Он. Мелкая броня прикольная.
Да.
Была такая. Просто какая-то своеобразная плащ какой-то. Так. Чинить. Охотничья винтовка. Бываем. 80 потратить. Карабин. 500. 17 уровень. Не думаю, что стоит тратить так на карабин. Вот, пистолет можно прогнать. Так, винтовки укачиваем до максимума всем. Ну, что эти молоты выходят, типа, да. Так-то обычная лучше. Пинку тоже качаем. 50 уровень, там много прокачивается. Так, окей, модифицируем. Охотничья винтовка. Начнем с нее. Увеличить на 7 критический урон. Да, пожалуй. Так, магазин на плазменный. Увеличивает вместительность. Электрический. Так, электрический у меня был. А плазменный попробуем. Надо заряжаться будет, что ли? Окей. В яблочко тут уже стоит. Дальше. Ствол. Это мой, да? Давай улучшим. Магазин. Да. Вот прицелом проблемы. Карабин. Опа, тоже магазин давай лучше. В целом тоже проблемы. Что тут можно улучшить? Давай электрический будет. И, ну, это уже извращение. Электрический пускай будет. И вторая винтовка. Тоже электрический, да. Так. Тут что? Броня. Грузоподъемность. Пускай будет. Он пока не нашел лучше брони. Так, набор дипломата. Ага. У меня набор дипломата стоит уже. И я вот не понимаю, как это работает. Заводская. Ну, давай. Да, лучше стало. Так. Тебе тоже эту штуку. Тебе тоже эту штуку. Все вроде. А, улучшить можно вот эту. Прям не можем. Это дорого, но улучшим. Это дорого, дорого, дорого. Окей. А, мы поспали, улучшили все дела. Ясно. Так. У нас осталась последняя миссия. Можем, кстати, проверить, что там продается. По прицелам. Продается ли вообще? Вот вода мне нужна по-любому. Да, у меня есть еще вроде прицел. Ира прицел. Один, да? Посарствует, хераси. Ладно, это мне будет прицел. Надо верстак только найти. Так, верстак в городе. И это что у нас? Эксперимент. Последний. Просто здесь. Возьмем, проверим. По-любому опять эти заспавнились. Да? Да. Так, хорошо. О, тут еще были, да? Ага. Ага. Они оттуда не придут. Ага. О. Нормально. Прицелом было бы, конечно, получше. Еще поставим его. Тут был где-то верстак. Так, только на этот же прицел надо. А, я не проверил. Да. Есть. А, блин, два прицела надо было, конечно. Ну ладно, пускай будет один. Пока. Верстак где-то был. У ученого вот тут, по-моему. Да. Модифицировать. Найти модификацию. Прицел. Гироприцел. Виртуозно инженерного дела 150. Реально так можно прокачать? До 150. Инженерия. Ладно. О. Ну, получше. Ай. Немушка, уже хорошо. М. Здравствуйте. Ага, это вот сначала.
We're pretty good at this.
Какая ценность? 5 баксов. 30 баксов. Ну, вот это вот, типа не чем-то. Тысяча урона? Реально? Можно было? Кайф. Вроде сохраниться можем, да, по дороге? Да. А еще и плазменный урон повышенный. Не все страдают. Ну, скорее всего, сохранился. Пару раз бывало такое, что не сохраняется ни хера. Молоточек, ученый, политик, дачок. Вроде никого. Пока. Тут они мертвы. И в лагере никого нет. Интересно, типа. Это одни зарезались, рисуются постоянно, другие не всегда. Чем мне туда возвращаться, серьезно? Окей, давай счет зажигалки поговорим тогда. И
Hey
снова?
there. Behaving yourself? Hoping? An outdoor raptidon pen yonder, past the main entrance. Well, I'd be obliged.
Так, секреты. Карта? Откуда знаю? Че? Так. А, что за перестрелки? Помню уже, где вход. Угу. Он считает, что мне надо выйти. Давай тогда. Сюда. Угу. Да. Я реально пропустил. Весьма удивился, получил сообщение из Розовой, хотя и не так, как могли ожидать. Город безлюден, сведения весьма распространены. Обычные продукты в количестве 25 мл. Платим за каждую партию. Прицел Хард. Так, автопауза, продолжение процесса извлечения. Открыть калибровку. Показать журнал. Мускус осуществляется спешно. Не уходит за пределы рамки. Интересно. А, да? Угу. Мы настроили и завершили эксперимент. Звездочок получили вдвое больше мускуса. Путешествие в дым. Ну, давай зайдем с той стороны. Или на выход. Серьезно. Уронила председателя уличного загона для рептидонов. Серьезно? Уличного загона, я думал подземного.
Sure thing.
All right, here we
That's gotta hurt.
Still got it. Be right over.
Меня тут уснули. Чики. Это ближнего боя. Интересно. Artur. У раптона сложности из недостаточного разнообразия пар. Если законом эти кровожадные твари недавно инстинктом сохранения, стремление размножаться никак не проявляется. Внутренняя логика толкает к судам гарантирует свое выживание путем уничтожения всех живых существ в пределах видимости. Раптодан отказывается размножаться по неизвестной причине. Передайте Крейну, что стараюсь решить эту проблему. И... Опа. Так, портсигар.
Anniversary of the Hope. Remember that? I just got back from school. Dad set candles on our doorstep.
Это предупреждение системы безопасности, сообщение, одобряется использование оружия, понятно. О, высоко.
Seriously, don't get yourself killed.
Да.
You're shitting.
Не буду говорить, что с этим всем, тем не менее, целости и сохранности.
You ain't so bad. Here's something for the trouble. I need to give some kind of disclaimer, like everything I say is my own opinion. Corporate types love that shit.
Инженерия. Угу. Короче, это пока. Так. Сердечки, Стэллар-бэй, уборочная машина. Заменить. Виктория Макс, съемочная. Монархия. Это монарх еще. Это у нас цели. Вернуть сигнал. Вернитесь к Глэдис. Молот. Вернитесь к Орсону. Где Орсон? Окей. Лоном. Окей, давай проверим это где. Орсон где-то там. Ладно. Не помню, кто это. Вспомнил. Это тот ученый как раз. Верстак стоит. Ну, здорово, Орсон.
Oh, hello. Why do you seem familiar? Have we met?
Неужели настолько плохо с памятью?
I'm just quite selective about what information I choose to retain. That said,
Не у меня.
what a relief. You hold months.
Стойте, контрабанда. Почему вы не сдали
Anyone
схемы?
would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been.
Очень ценные схемы. Могу продать их.
Sadly true. Contraband does tend to fetch a high price among the colony's ne'er-do-wells. So be it. I'll buy them off of you.
У меня есть покупатель.
I might have guessed. Such are the risks when hiring mercenaries. Very well, I have got no ability to stop you. Without those schematics, I'll never be able to repair this pistol. What am I going to do with this useless hunk of junk? Well, it's not like I have a choice in the matter. Here, take it. Now leave, and see that I am never again.
Так, посмотрим, что это. Оплот. Нить. Чинить. Этот. Нить. Мне это дало. очень хорош. Нужен мне пистолет.
What a relief. Anton would have just... Sadly true. So be it.
За ухудшим.
Much obliged. Here are your bids. Now, let's see here.
Достал.
Attach this.
Серьезно, этого не стоит. Проще просто отдать. Репутацию портить. За 100 битов. Ну, больше и нет, походу. На.
What?
На.
Now, I'll just... Voila! I can find... Oh. I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the...
Ну, вот и... Не... Озеро. Без всяких запугиваний. Ну, химик любитель. Так.
Any news on the thing we spoke about? Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other...
Удалось оптимизировать оборудование, так что здесь даже больше, чем ты ожидаешь.
No kidding? You're the best! This is gonna make me so popular. I mean with the people who buy it, not by using it. Because I'm not.
Обещал мне долю, помнишь?
Take this. You earned it. If you run into me again after all this is over, maybe I'll have more. Pleasure doing business.
Вы кто?
The best way to win a game is by getting the most body goals.
Risky.
Ладно. Окей. Еще осталось. Уже на первопроходце. Глэйз на первопроходце. На первопроходец. Стэллар-бэй. Безнадежный. Ага. Он на монархе. Это не тот выход, по-моему. Нужно водички хлебнуть. Угу. И опять тут. Чем мне стрелял-то? Вот еще полуровня есть.
Captain, Felix and the vicar are arguing again.
Что постоянно происходит, херня какая-то.
You don't think that's a problem? Whole ship's running on a computer's fancy. That'll make you nervous, preacher?
No, Felix. The concept of a ship computer does not make me nervous. Are you scared of Ada?
I ain't scared of Ada.
Good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's just, she's a computer, Max. What happens when her equations tell her to cut off her oxygen? Or blast us all into space?
Felix, Ada is not sentient. She can't act out of a sense of malice. Where do you get these ideas?
I was watching True Stories of Mechanical Murderers last night.
One of these days, I'm going to make you read an actual book.
Да.
Ship's starting to feel like home.
Ставить бак.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Да.
Registering new owner. Captain!
Добро пожаловать в команду
SAM
Сэм.
units live to clean and clean to live. Battery levels are... Thank you, Custom Sam! Merciless on journey. All
ты.
SAM units travel fully assembled in a...
Скажи себе.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Got stubborn stains.
Так, ну у него вот тут, походу, слабые места. Погулять. Или... Да, вот ради тела получение смертельного урона вы не побегаете, восстанавливаете часть здоровья, эффекта долгой перезарядка. Количество урона. Что урон? Ранг может быстрее сменить, перезарядить оружие. Вот, давай. Здоровье. Феликс. Вот ради Феликса его шамарок наносит больше урона представителям корпорации. Ага. У нас же еще есть один. Или Феликс, Парвати. Где Сэм? Ну ладно. Так. Здорово.
Welcome back, Captain. How can... Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. Was there another topic on... Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer. thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
И... Да, первопроходец.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
На самом гонять. Ищу.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family. Yeah, I suppose that was a touch lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything.
Отлично. Спуститься же. Мгм. Здорово.
Gracious. What's that?
Насчет секретов.
What'd you
Став зоны пасты. Держите.
These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea and can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not want.
Мартин Каллахан может заинтересоваться. Просто космос, кажется, теперь разрабатывает зубные пасты.
Well, 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 aren't you clever?
Результаты исследования мускуса, да, у
A
меня.
shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I mean, if Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going.
Попались чертежи нового оружия, оплаты тут же
Bless your
потерялись.
slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame?
Боюсь, ничего.
Are you positive?
Там точно ничего не
Can't say I
осталось.
wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork.
Ага. Ну, 10 кассов, на.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now. Anytime, sweetheart.
Сейчас как у меня осталось 8000. Так.
Hey, boss. If you need a tour guide, I've seen all 12 episodes of Terror on Monarch.
Опа.
Kind of an expert.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Unemployed. Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and living your life.
Вообще никак не взял.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Здорово.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay.
Тоже копия.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
1500.
Routing.
Здрасте.
Felix Millstone. Nice to see you out of docking bay. Keeping your nose clean?
Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident.
Uh-huh. I'm glad to see you in a captain's custody. Just try not to steal any critical parts from my ship.
Чувствую тут богатое прошлое.
It's possible I got caught lifting some spare parts a couple years back, but it was only just that one time. Honest.
I'd tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyway. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out.
И
This is Halcyon News.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local...
оружие для проходца, равносильное.
Report embassy. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
So what'd you think of the game last night? I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field through the Tuesday zone.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for... You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ.
Уважаемые контактные работники, бла-бла-бла, по закону Бекона.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Does this make us sublight agents now?
If you have a nav key to Stэлlar-bэй, the job's yours. Interested?
Особенно Стэллар-бэй.
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
Окей, давай.
One of my guys in Stэлlar-bэй has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Окей.
Now get going. Catherine will brief you on the detail. One last thing. When
Звучит подозрительно.
Could be. You'll do fine. Probably not.
Yeah, see?
Ам. Угу. Лично наносим научным оружием, штрафы к точности во время передвижения, критический урон, перезарядиться одно из умений, умение перезарядиться умение другого, осторожно перезарядку умений напарников, с небольшое количество трёх, когда вы убиваете врага, 15% здоровья. Передвижение, сильный вес, 10. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, 8, 9.
So here's the thing about tossball. Tossball is played from the heart.
Okay, so far, play from the heart. Easy.
There are other schools of thought. Some say you gotta use your head.
Я, кстати, сразу ходил, но не понял.
Those people have concussions.
Oh, gosh.
Так. Оружие. Надо стильно. Пароль. Давай.
That sounds really dangerous.
И...
Rizzo's mom decided for a hard cider for a hard life.
Перерыв.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Don't move, you got a little bit of sick in your tread. There, spick and span. Next time you find Yoka fixing the barf, you come get me. We'll make sure she hits the pan. Come to see Sam? That was sweet of ya. Here, I was just leaving. I could probably spend years fixing this boat. Stem to...
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error!
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stэлlar-bэй, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells? I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stэлlar-bэй. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Рискнуть.
Да, хочу. Ой, даже не знаю, что выбрать. А если нет напарников еще? Так. При эффект навык общения срабатывает автоматически во время боя, отвлекая ваших врагов.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Че, куда идем? Я хочу с ним поговорить, понять, реально ли он
I'm just securing my ongoing
собирается
experiments
спасать.
and securing myself.
Реально он собирается спасать кого-то или...
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Да, пизди больше. Ба-ба-бам. Угу, это про меня все. Вот он скорее бы разбудить кого-то с надеждой, изучить подробно, бла-бла-бла. Можно назвать на повреждение мозга. Может, я завидую. Угу. Он был заинтересован в том, чтобы меня разбудить.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Один рубль стоит. О, плакат. О, еще плакат. Напоминаю, вижу, что то в системе SX. Окей. CX. Так. Напоминаю, 14 это все показатели норм, надо запомнить. 14, 14, 14. Да. О, гидроприцел. Часики. Ну, плакаты повешены себе. Угу, напечатано. Мешающий луч. Не могу сохранить.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Ты можешь починить мне тот медицинский сканер?
The one I gave you before your pod landed, ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
Ну, спасибо.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on you?
Ну ты прячешься.
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Познакомился с командой?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Fine looking hideout you got here. My name's Felix, by the way.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Мои люди.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Прав.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. What's on your mind?
Ты с лаборатории не выходишь?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
Признавайся, должен развлекаться.
I enjoyed the occasional aether wave drama in my youth. Not anymore. All board propaganda. I'd rather not be brainwashed. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Вот так и держим.
Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
На меня ты оживил, значит, есть решение.
You begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong.
В наших руках будущее.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my...
Не нужно мне.
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
И монарх. Давай Стэллар-бэй сначала.
We are now in orbit above Stэллар-бэй, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Ням-ням. Что с ним делать? Точно. Наш прицел есть. Держим при себе любимчиков. Ну так вот, какой ты монарх. Угу. Я полагаю, лифт. Я чего-то не понимаю. А, кнопка. Круто, да?
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Здорово.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stэллар-бэй.
Видишь, сам салазерочной площадки у вас перед носом мой корабль.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Что они здесь делают?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stэллар-бэй hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stэлlar-бэй, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name.
Я капитан.
Well, there's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Неужели он настолько
We don't
изолирован?
get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Не совсем то, что я ожидал
Oh,
увидеть.
that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Здесь сказать, коллеги намеренно очерняют это место.
Oh, sure. It makes Stэллар-бэй sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Окей, спасибо.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters... Oh, and if you're headed that way...
Смотря что надо.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tosswell poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Похоже, ценный плакат.
I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Окей, спрошу.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar.
Так, в чем меня... Нормально, тут так. Я.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor? What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment.
Чего?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from... I recall when Stэлlar-бэй was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals.
Теперь вы свободны от власти коллеги.
Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you want?
Давай. Здорово.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Я так, Hatoka, приятно познакомиться.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Давай.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stэллар-бэй, stranger?
Инфоброкер.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Что тебе надо?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or... I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your whack.
Имеешь в виду кофеноид? Это же просто психостимулятор.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Окей. Далее.
New face, huh? You from off-world? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me... Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and revel.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. Well, as long as we don't run out of... But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel, but just getting... It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her... You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided... Sure thing. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides the...
Okay. Настолько часто есть нам. Ну ладно. Так. Это на первопроходца.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Есть.
Well, new... Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has... Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review?
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that...
Если это насквозь просто, знаешь, брызгами колонии, мне еще хоть раз попытаются скормить под видом еды чей-то неудачный химический эксперимент, я кого-нибудь укушу. Одно другому не мешает.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw.
Именно хотите
Thanks to the
добиться.
so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those
Часик. Значит, вы стали перебиваться
freedom is
заработками.
a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be?
I used to be young and idealistic too, but you can't.
Разумно.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious...
On our terms, mind you. That's precise.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit?
Эта барышня знает, что говорит.
It's true. Our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other... The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach. And the first part involves seeing Stэлlar-бэй properly...
Как собираетесь это сделать?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in...
And you'll have a powerful ally on...
Полезная штука, что это?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extreme...
I was starting to get bored listening to you until you said the phrase extreme.
It is quite.
Где мне искать?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stэллar-бэй before we had to move our...
Okay.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to... Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps... What can I do for you?
Встретил Грин.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Не придерешься.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that you're... What else can I do? Then it's good that I keep such material.
Почему вы хотите вернуться в коллегию?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly...
Yeah, and once you go back to him, they'll own your dignity too.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off...
Нет ничего хуже корпоративного ярма.
I fear the MSI citizens who've been dissolved into Raptidon. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities... Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us...
Очаг давления.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yes, yes. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here. And who knows? Perhaps...
Что такое положение об
It's a
опасности?
legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or...
Sounds like the board gave themselves the power to arrest him.
They would say it's for the greater... Monarch may be dangerous, but it's hardly the wasteland. Whatever the board's goals, the... What can I do for you?
Окей. Ты.
Greetings. What can
Плакат.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him, but I'll warn you.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your... Not that I got any priors.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most... Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going...
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish.
He's sort of the strong, silent. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff.
Осталось на свиданию.
I couldn't. Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose.
И... Так, на корабль. И перерыв.
Wrap musk and canadize right here.
Так, корабль.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet?
Потом поговорим. Конечно, не думал, что придется настолько чисто есть.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask...